Okay, all set to go. Here's Brandon
right
Nimmo.
fielder, number 24, Brandon Nimmo.
And the home opener is underway. Sliced hard but foul. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One away. What a stop to first. Pretty nice play there.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Corey Seager now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that one hammered. And that one is off the wall. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
This one in the air center field. And that is that. Stepping in, Michael Harris II. Harris goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. That's too low. Ball one.
That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. Up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a... Two-pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
On the ground, out to short. Seager to second, and 2. What a play. Here's Matt Olson down.
That's a ball.
That one clips the outside corner, and the count 1-1.
Ball.
Bounced up the middle. Seager. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Oh, yeah. No, ball.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Drake Baldwin. Fouls away the first offering.
No, that's out.
Two outs, two in scored position here in the third and final game of the series. Called out on strikes. Huge strikeout. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jock Peterson. Swing and a miss.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. And first offering is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting seventh, second baseman, Josh Smith.
Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
Hike one.
And a foul ball. Stays alive. Oh, 2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Swing and a foul straight back. Young, the runner at first with 2 gone. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Sean Murphy. Fouled off. He was late. And the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him swinging. Pitch misses.
That's the ball.
And
Outside.
That's ball 1.
Hey! Ha!
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Yeehaw!
That's a hit. And that extends the inning.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw.
Heads up base running right there.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers.
That's a ball.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that turns the lineup over.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
No, that's down. Ball.
Late with the swing there. Top of the third, no score. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
On the ground to short, Dubon. Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. One out man at first. Down the number 2 hitter, Wyatt Langford. Field 2. And he chases that one. 2 down.
Next for the Rangers, shortstop,
Ball 1, no strikes. In the air to left center. Harris has a beat on it. And that is that. Back at Truist Park, now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And there's a foul ball. Gets him to chase after that one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him. Quick move to first. Dives back. Out. That's out to center field. Carter under it. 2 down. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He's 0 for 1. Gets under it and pops it up. Seager in position. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. Out of the 4th, Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. This one's smoked on its way out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Line drive to short and caught. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Young now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Strike two. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Second baseman, Josh Smith.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Brings it in for the third out. Bottom of the 4th, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley.
You know, these
That's
Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one in the dirt. Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground to the left. Slings it across. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Designated hitter, Drake Baldwin.
Nope, that's outside.
Home
Ball.
team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off left side. 1-1 now.
Ball.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That's out number 2. Here's Sean Murphy. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat.
Sean Murphy.
Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. Popped up to the left into foul ground. One down. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
No play. That's an infield single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around second, on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Three-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball.
In the air to left center. Smith gets under it. 2 down. And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Nope. Ball.
Murphy tries to block it, but it gets away. But no advance from the runners. Ball and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball left side. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's in there.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Danny Young.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Danny Jansen, big spot for him here. And that is out of play.
That's the ball.
The Rangers trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the fifth. In the air left field. And this one looks like trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
That's outside.
No, that's out.
And that is ball 1.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
3-2 now. And a superb diving catch.
That's just a great effort right there. Beautiful job of tracking that ball down. It was sinking so quickly. So it's kind of a tough call. Do I lay out? Do I play it on the bounce? He made the right decision, and he gets the out. Excellent job.
On the ground to third. Young tosses to first, and now 2 gone. Dom Smith stands in. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield, and that keeps the inning alive.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it.
Now pitching for
Robert Garcia gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes. And
well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there. Back here in Atlanta, top 6. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. That one hammered center field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Gone. And to the deepest part of the park. He crushes that one to center field. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
0-1 now. Ball one
That's
there.
the ball.
Hit on the ground to short. Dubon tosses to first.
He's out of there.
Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. And here is Kyle Higashioka.
Ball.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. And caught on the warning track. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
Ball.
Got him. That's the 3rd out. Back at Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr.
Well, here.
Now pitching for
Jacob Junis comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one fouled off. The other way, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Foul ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Set down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Austin Riley at the plate. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Foul ball there. Man at second.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a bouncer. Throws to first in time. That's it out.
Up next for the Braves, designated hitter, Drake Baldwin.
Nope. Ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In to score from third. They're on the board 4-1.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Sean Murphy gets a chance to hit. Murphy in the box here and fouls it off for strike one.
Inside. Ball.
That
No,
one
that's
misses. Ball three.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park, we go to the top of the seventh. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. Late swing, foul to the left. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard. Pitching change here, Tyler Kinley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Man at second. And a big swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I couldn't do it, but I think he can.
And ball
Take your
four
base,
to
ball
aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Corey Seager to the plate in this high leverage spot. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And a foul ball. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. The Rangers trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Now pitching for
Cole Winn takes over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. That can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That clips the corner.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That's a ball. Ball 1. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Looking to extend the play now. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Into center. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Ball. Smith up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. One out and a runner at second here at the bottom of the 7th.
No, that missed.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Albies over at second. One down. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Makes the grab. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. Back at Truist Park, we go to the 8th. Danny Jansen stepping in for the Rangers. And Elio 1. Tap foul at the plate. Handles, throws the first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. This one drilled right center field. That one heads for the fence and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. So up next, Josh Smith. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fought off foul.
Too
That's
close
ball,
for me,
that's down.
partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Rangers pick up a run here on the ready for the bottom of the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
That misses.
That's the ball.
Ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Higashioka takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. 1 down. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, center field, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple.
2 down, nobody on. There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park, we go to the 9th. Evan Carter stepping for the Rangers. New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Dodd.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
On the ground to third. Riley fires to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. On the ground right side to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Wyatt Langford.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 down, nobody on. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Back here in Atlanta, now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. Chris Martin comes out trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That one misses. Ball 2.
Hee-haw!
And the sweeper is off the plate. Foul off down the right side. And a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
Second baseman,
Martin, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Makes the grab on the run. 2 away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
They're down to their final strike.
Down, ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Cut on and miss. Struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first